Hello there, gamers. Welcome to Infinite Throwbacks, the show where I take a look at one of my Infinity figures. And this is episode 2, so we're switching gears from Disney to Star Wars. We'll kind of mix it up throughout, but this is episode 2, and we're taking a look at Kylo Ren, the Enforcer of the First Order, one of the best villains from the Disney Infinity series, and probably one of the most powerful. Definitely. Here he is. I will address something with the lightsaber later on. That's, it's, something I did. But anyway, we've got Kylo Ren here and the signature Infinity art style. Simplified, but recognizable. So yeah, I'll give you 360 of him. You can see him here. He's mostly black, mostly dark clothing, because this is what he wears in Episode 7, The Force Awakens. This is his look in that movie, mostly. So he's kind of like a dark Jedi, not a Sith. So he's like a dark side warrior. So there is a distinction. So yeah, here he is. He's really great. I actually want to talk about his base really quick first. The base here is actually Takodana. So this is the planet in The Force Awakens, or one of the ones in there. So I guess this is in the scene where Kylo Ren arrives at Takodana to capture Rey, and yeah, this is like the flooring from that planet, like the castle, like a temple, Maz's temple grounds. So that's cool. So you can kind of tell which Star Wars era with these Infinity figures. With the original figures, it's the Death Star base. With the Clone Wars characters, it's the Tatooine. And then with the Force Awakens, it's with the Takodana base. And also the Rebels characters, I believe it's one of the starships. I don't know. It's like, maybe it's like a Star Destroyer or something. I don't know. I only have one of the Rebels figures. They're okay. They're just fine. But yeah, anyway, back to Kylo Ren. You can see his pose is very menacing. It's very, he has an aura of evil. Like, he's very dark of a character, both literally and his character. You can see he's holding his lightsaber, like, very, evilly, very menacingly. He looks very cool. He looks kind of like a knight, kind of. His lightsaber almost looks like a knight's sword, which may be intentional, but yeah, his pose is very, very cool. You do not want to mess with this guy, especially because he has anger issues, which we all know. Really great. I love this pose. It's like really awesome. Like his robes are like in motion. Like he's almost like he's walking, but he just looks intimidating. Like he just looks so cool. Here's the back. You can see his robes are kind of moving, like swishing around, because he has loose robes, unlike Vader and some of the other Sith like Dooku. So he is not a Sith. Okay, keep that in mind. He is a dark warrior. So there's a difference. Really great. I love his tattered robes. The tatteredness is amazing. This is his costume. It's basically just a hodgepodge of robes that he has a hood and a mask and robes, and it's just like a mishmash of random like cloaks and stuff. Just really cool. You can tell he's been in multiple battles because the back of him is all singed. It's all like, the back of his robes are all missing and tattered, and really awesome. It's almost like he has a skirt down here and a kind of a protective layer up here. So it's like really cool. And you can see the different details in his sleeves, his hood looks great. And his mask especially looks great. You can see a little bit of his mask, just a little bit. You can see the metal right here, the silver, and you can see the inside of his hood, and it just looks really fantastic. You can see his belt as well. Look at that, it looks nice. And you can see his lightsaber, of course, his signature crossguard blade. I will say, this is, you'll notice it looks a little bit glued. This is the only figure where I tried to take the lightsaber off, and yeah, um, my dad actually had to glue that on again, because I took that off. I don't know why I did, it was kind of stupid, but, we'll just ignore that, and yeah, you can see the detail is still great, even though there's a little bit of glue, but whatever. Still looks awesome. You can hardly tell. You've got the red blade here. Kylo's lightsaber is the most different from all the, Sith and Jedi, because it's an unstable crystal, so it looks really, like, ragged, like, almost an electric, which is really awesome. So it's very unstable energy, so it looks like it's, like, channeling through the blades. It's got 3 blades, really cool, and these here are hand guards, so they protect his hand from the raw energy. Yeah, really awesome figure. He is voiced, I believe, by Adam Driver in the game. Pretty sure, because it sounds like identical. So yeah, he's voiced by Adam Driver. Awesome. Yeah, there is no option to take the mask off, which is okay. It doesn't really matter, because this is what he looks like pretty much through Force Awakens. He doesn't really take his helmet off that much in the movie, so that's fine. I like his hand over here, almost like he's prepared to, I guess, use the Force. I like his legs are he's almost about to leap forward, which is cool. And yeah, in terms of the game, he is very overpowered. Especially when you level him up to level 20, he gets like ridiculously powerful. Like it's not even funny. Uh, I just demolish people with Kylo Ren. Like he's just so powerful, which is great. But if you're wanting to win against him, yeah, good luck with that. He's very dangerous. He's really powerful. I love his special move where he actually freezes enemies. So when you upgrade and it actually freezes your enemies, and it's like really cool. Of course, from the film, he does that. So yeah, I think they did a wonderful job with this figure. I really love the pose. Like he looks menacing yet intimidating and powerful. He just has this aura of dark side energy, which is nice. And it's just a really well sculpted, well detailed, um, really impressive looking figure. Um, and he's one of the best characters from Disney Infinity. Like, he's just really um, impressive. So it's just really great. I don't really have any complaints. I guess technically I should have left that lightsaber alone, but otherwise, it's a memory. I like having a lightsaber a little bit different. I like the detail that they put into it. You can tell that they kind of studied Kylo Ren. And one thing I learned, I watched some videos recently, and apparently for the design of Kylo Ren, the Infinity team actually, they kind of relied on concept art. So they relied on concept art for the most with Kylo Ren, which is cool. Um, so they didn't have a lot of reference material. So it was just like artwork, like some artwork, not a lot. Because the time that The Force Awakens was, I guess, Infinity was coming out right, I guess, before The Force Awakens came out in theaters. So both Disney, they were working on the movie, and then they were working on this figure. So it was like they both had an input in the design of it, which was cool. I think it turned out really fantastic. Despite the fact that he's kind of simple, like a lot of the Sith, they wear very simple clothes. Like it's just cloaks or capes or robes. That's really it. With Kylo, he has a really cool look. Like he looks like a Sith, but he looks like a warrior. So it's like a mix between the two. You'll see when we get to Vader. His design is very different. And so is Darth Maul's as well. So it's kind of cool to see their different looks and outfits. And in terms of Kylo Ren outfits, I think this is definitely my favorite of the three. Um, Especially with Force Awakens, I just love the look. Like he looks like a knight, but like an evil knight, which is really cool. But yeah, this is Kylo Ren. really great figure. I'd really recommend him, especially if you're a fan of Force Awakens or any of the new ones, or Adam Driver, or just like really like the figure. I'd recommend picking him up. Playing him in the game is really fun. Level him up, get him powerful, and he will be unstoppable. So yeah, fantastic figure. He's great just on his own, and they just knocked it out of the park. I love this figure. It's fantastic. Yeah, Kylo Ren, awesome, impressive, really great, really worth. I think he's worth your time buying him and also upgrading him. You'll find that he's really, really great fighter. So that's Kylo Ren, really great. I think the next episode we'll take a look at Boba Fett, of course. It'll be really fun. Hope you liked this episode. Thanks for watching it. Stay tuned for more, which will come very soon. And we'll take a look at other ones. We have other ones, not just Star Wars. We have other ones too. But hope you like this one. Take care and happy gaming.